Hello, and welcome to the Sweet Southern Sports Podcast, where we talk about SEC sports. Today, I'll be covering the football team for the Tennessee Volunteers 2025 season predictions. Let's look at the keys to a strong season. So, first off, Joey Aguilar. So, they lost Nico this offseason, their quarterback, um, as he has decided that he was not getting paid enough and went up to UCLA. So, he's out of here. So, it's going to be really important that Joey Aguilar, who has a lot of talent, but again, not a lot of experience, leads Tennessee well, and just make sure that he doesn't make major mistakes. I think there's not a lot of weight on him this season. I don't think he really has to do a ton for the offense, because as the next key to the strong season is that the defense plays at a high level. So this Volunteer defense has been really, really good, especially at home, which is that last key thing at Neyland Stadium. It's going to be really important that that defense plays at a high level consistently throughout the year, and that just to not put too much weight on the offense and gives the offense time to kind of get warmed up, especially early in the year. The last one, as I shared just previously, Neyland Stadium, crazy atmosphere, over 100,000 people. It's going to be really important that they protect home as much as possible. They do have Georgia coming in, and then also Oklahoma. But other than that, a lot of the games should be pretty manageable at home. So you want to really make sure that they step up there. All right, so looking at the schedule first, they start off with Syracuse in Atlanta on August 30th. I think this will be a really, really good game, but I do see Tennessee finding a way to win. And then they also have East Tennessee. That one will be at home. Really easy game. I think they'll blow them out. Then they have versus Georgia. So usually when it comes to coming to Neyland Stadium, that place is just insane and people really struggle there. Typically not for Georgia. So Georgia in the past has been really, really successful. Last time they were there, it was 10-38 was the final score with Georgia getting a win. I do see something like this happening again. I think it will be close at first. The chaos, the excitement will all be there, and then Georgia will finish them off in the third quarter, most likely. So that brings them to 2-1. And then they play UAB and then at Mississippi State. I think both of those will be wins for the Tennessee Volunteers. I think they'll be able to handle them pretty easily. And that will bring the record to 4-1 going into their first bye week. After their first bye week, they have at Arkansas coming at home, so at Neyland. Then they're at Alabama, at Kentucky, and then they have Oklahoma. So when it comes to these games, Arkansas should be a really okay team. They're at the bottom of the SEC, but they do have all the pieces there. It's just they really struggle when it comes to consistency across the board with that team. I think Tennessee will handle them. But then they have at Alabama. I think Alabama is going to pretty much obliterate this team. Um, I think Alabama will be out for revenge for last year, and I think Alabama will come away with the win definitely in this one. Then they have at Kentucky. At Kentucky will be tough, as these are just rival teams. The games usually come down to the wire, but Tennessee has the better roster. They have 8 returning starters on defense. I just think Tennessee will find a way to win, but it could be a game worth definitely turning on your televisions. Versus Oklahoma, I do have Tennessee losing this game, but I think this is definitely a toss-up game. They have Mateer coming as the QB for Oklahoma. First year from Washington State with his offensive coordinator. I think Oklahoma's going to have a really good defense and a pretty good offense this year. With it being at Neyland, I think this will come down to like a final play, maybe even overtime. But I just feel like Oklahoma at this point in the year, Mateer will have the experience to find a way to overcome the Volunteers in this game and get the win. So even after all this, Tennessee's still looking in good shape. Um, Obviously, the Oklahoma game's a big one as that gives them 3 losses, and typically, or it has not been seen that a 9-3 team can even get in. So right off the bat, they're not looking great, but feeling like they're having a really strong season. And then they have New Mexico State University off of their second bye week, easy one, and then they have at Vandy, and then at Florida, and then Vandy at home. So the at Florida game, Tennessee really struggles at the Swamp. It doesn't matter really how much lead they can get. It just seems like somehow the Florida Gators find a way to win. I think Florida will handle them this year. I think Florida just has a way better team when it comes to that offense and explosiveness. And then versus Vandy, this one's going to be, I think, a lot crazier than people think. That Vandy team just has a lot of passion, and they really do like want to rule Tennessee and be able to say that. I think this one could be a little closer than people expect, but Tennessee should definitely win at Neyland. There's no reason they should lose to Vandy at Neyland Stadium. So, overall, I have Tennessee going 8-4, 4-4 in conference. So again, I just see a lot of conference losses for them. Really tough SEC schedule. 9-3 would be their best case scenario. I think it's really just getting one of those games, the either at the Swamp, at Bama, or Georgia or Oklahoma at home, including all these games. I don't see them winning more than one of those, just because it's just a lot and their schedule's heavy. But I think that's the best case scenario. 5-7 would be the worst. Again, if they just start losing to those SEC teams or lose to Syracuse to start off the year, there's just potential that it could go downhill pretty quickly. But overall, thank you so much for watching the video. Please like and subscribe and look for more video content in the future.